Love it or loathe it, we live in a world of consumerism and influences our choices and our decisions. You may think that you are in control of your life, and whenever you go for shopping and you are making decisions. But the reality is, it is the advertisers and marketers. They are manipulating your mind. They are making you to take certain actions. Now the question is, what is consumerism? The focus and goal of consumerism is to increase the consumption and sale of product and services. It follows the principle that people would be more happy and live an enjoyable life when they acquire and possess more and more materialistic goods and services. Many economists and Keynesians also on the view that the economic growth of a country, the main driving force of an economy is more spending, and that's why they have the positive view. They have the positive point of views towards the consumerism. If we study the capitalist economies, then people in the capitalist economy, they live a highly materialistic lifestyle, and it comprises of wastefulness, luxurious life, and overconsumptions, and wasteful of many products and services, lifestyle and fashion products. And consumerism also referred to that state of being where people would live that type of luxurious lifestyle, overspending and wastefulness. Historically speaking, after the Second World War and the Great Depression, European and Western economy and American economy was trembling and was limping on their feet. The consumerism helped them to stand on their feet, and that's why many economists view consumerism in a positive way, because it helped them in the mid of 20th century, and it helped them mainly in two ways. First, it improves the standard of living, and secondly, it develops policies that protect the interest of ordinary customers. Many economists and many macroeconomists and Keynesian, they say that consumerism is good for both parties, is good for the employer and is good for the owner. And it is good for the manufacturer, and it is good for the customers. Customer would get the direct results, would get the product which they use and consumes, and the manufacturer would increase its profitability. For instance, if you are a car manufacturer or auto manufacturer, then the consumerism would help you to increase your sale, and customer would get the product, would get the luxury vehicles or any type of vehicles, along with helping both parties, the consumer and the seller. It increases the sale of many complementary products like the tires, accessories, and many other things. It is not only helps the manufacturer and the buyer, it also helps the overall economy. Now let's discuss the other relevant concept and other relevant term is conspicuous consumption. Thorstein Veblen was the first economist who floated the term and came up with the idea, with the concept of conspicuous consumption. Conspicuous consumption is that the consumers not only get the direct product which they consume, possess, and acquire it, but they also get the social and economic status attached to it. If you look at the industrial world or capitalist world, then we see it that the capitalism and industrialization has increased the standard of living of people. So it has also increased the conspicuous consumption, where people are buying more and more style and fashion related products. You can say it could be the flaw of consumerism, or conspicuous consumption is the flaw of consumerism, where you spend a real life, real a plethora of resources only just for the sake of image, representation, style, and fashion. And those resources, real resources, could be used for many other useful products and services, for many other various ways. And conspicuous consumption is jeopardizing the traditional way, traditional economy, and people consume and spend a lot of money on just to have the status, image, and socio-economic, just to keep up with the fashion, just to keep up with the style, just to keep up with the socio-economic status. Now, what are the advantages of consumerism? When people spend more money, when the consumption and spending of people increases, and it also increases the production rate. When people produce more products and services, it increases the overall GDP of the country. And when the demand for certain product and services increase in a certain country, then it shows the confidence of the people, of consumer, on the manufacturer. And most importantly, consumerism helps both sellers and the buyer. It is beneficial both parties, and also for many other businesses. Now, what are the disadvantages or cons of consumerism? The list is very long, but I'm gonna keep it very short, and I'm gonna discuss very few. First of all, is consumerism has developed the culture of materialism and materialistic products and services, and it has destroyed the traditional ways, and the focus of this materialistic lifestyle is on the quantity of good, that you buy more costly goods, and the focus of seller is to sell costly goods in a large quantity. On the other hand, the traditional way of doing business is quality, and to produce limited number of quality products and to sell it to the customer. And second is consumerism promotes the culture and concept of globalization and trade of global products and products of global brands. Using the global brands may seem a very interesting thing, but it has destroyed the indigenous and local economies. And if the global brand and the global products are incompatible with the local lifestyle, then the consumption and sale of global brand in a certain economy would increase the debt rate, and it would cause financial crisis. And thirdly is environmental issues. Many of the environmental issues like wastefulness and pollution, they happen because of the consumerism. When people buy more and more products and services, and manufacturers would keep on manufacturing a lot of product and services, then the natural resources are scarce, they are limited, and it is increasing the waste and we see across our society, across the world. It is happening because of the consumerism. And fourth is, it has made the mindset of people about socio-economic status quo conscious, that people want to keep up. When people want to keep up with the fashion, with the style, then it makes them stress. It increases the stress and anxiety level among people, though. Oh, I don't have this type of the new fashion, the new clothes, the new brand, the new phone, the new product, the new laptop. When you start keeping up with the style and with the fashion, it increases the stress and anxiety level. And people who live in this culture, they are more influenced by the consumerism. And that is what all about consumerism. And we have discussed in detail about pros and cons and consumerism with an example. And if you have any question, just leave it in the comment box below. I'll answer it to you. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, midnight, wherever you are, whatever time it is in your part of the world.